Therefore, because this area has actually held as a support in the previous days of price action, now I'm expecting. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Well, this is your boy Francis. Welcome to the Trading Success Show. If this is your first time, you're welcome to this channel. Well, the market really did good last week. And because this market did good last week, we're gonna be expecting some fundamental action. The reason why I said the market did good last week was because stocks really did sell off, right? And then we bounced back and then sold off again, right? But now we have some stocks that are really moving the market for the past couple of days. Okay, though Google shows that it's down, but at the same time, you know, these are the stocks keeping the market close to the top or close to all-time highs, right? On Friday was pretty much a decent sell-off, right, compared to what happened on Thursday. Now, what I'll be doing here today is going to be the large cap, large price stocks. I'll be analyzing those on this video, and we can go from there. But what I want to talk about first is going to be the SPY, which is the Spider 500 ETF, and what I'm expecting the market to do for the coming week or two. Right now, when we take a look at the Spider, the market, look at what's happening. This trend is my watch for the overall price action. I'm expecting price to get to this trend at some point in time. Now, we sold off in October and also in December, right? So from here on out, I'll be expecting the market to continue to push to the upside. If you take a look at the previous action in the market, right, take a look at it and you will see that every time we get to this October, December, price continue to push higher. We then have this fantastic bounce. Now take a look at this other 2019 as well. Price actually pulled back within this August, September, and then December we're like really pushing higher. Okay, even take a look at this one right here as well. We also did the same thing. Price pulled lower into December, and guess what? We just bounced right off continuously. So I'm expecting the market to bounce into, you know, right from the before the end of this December into January. I'm expecting a continuous push in the market and in all large cap, low price stocks and low flow stocks as well. The reason is because, you know, the stocks that I'll be laying out here, they are stocks that are close to all-time highs or close to 52 weeks lows. So we're going to talk about those as well. First one is going to be BABA. But before this is not a recommendation to buy or to sell any stock in whatsoever, guys. You know, it's for entertainment purposes only. So look down here at BABA. BABA right now has this consolidation phase right now. We are consolidating right now on BABA. So this is the range I have on BABA between this 118 130. That is the zone I'm watching for action to take place. Above this 20 exponential moving average, I'm expecting this BABA to really push. In conjunction with Boeing as well. Boeing, I'm expecting Boeing to really tap above this area. Right now we have this double bottom right now, so this is a double bottom bounce. I'm expecting the bounce to follow through at least into 200 as the market continue to show strength. Right now the market for me is consolidating at that range that I really want. Moderna as well. Moderna did push higher on Friday, bounced right off the 200 moving average, which is a fantastic deal, right? So right now our view is 300 dollar price action, which is going to act as a resistance for now, but keep an eye on it as we continue to bounce off that level. PayPal as well. PayPal is going to be your long-term play, so keep an eye on PayPal for this 20 exponential moving average. I have some PayPal and I'm expecting, you know, if price pull lower into 180 again, I'll be adding some more on that name. DKNG, I picked some up on DKNG on this pull below the 27.50 area, $27. I picked some up in anticipation of a move into the middle of next year. So I've had some decent amount of position on this trade, and I'm expecting price to push into 32 at this point in time. So keep an eye on this trend. If we break this trend, I think we'll continue to bounce into $35-40 on DKNG. Make sure you set your stop loss as well. Palantir as well, this is a long-term play for me, so I added few position on my Palantir position. Right now I'm in a very solid shape right now, and this is going to be the 5-10 years time frame on that. Twitter as well, I bought some more of this Twitter because reason is because Twitter, I don't think Twitter is going to go anywhere anytime soon, so I'm expecting price action off this double bottom to bounce. So keep an eye on Twitter in this coming weeks, because we're going to bounce on Twitter, trust me. It's not a recommendation, guys. Snap as well, in the same phase, I'm looking for a bounce off on that Snap as well. Zoom as well, because of the Omicron variant, I think we're expecting some form of a bounce on this name, but I don't think the Omicron variant will cause a major issue in the market, because most countries will try as much as they can to curtail it so that they wouldn't go back in the same phase one that we were in the market. So right now MACD is coiling up, and our 20 exponential moving average will act as a sole resistance for now, which also coincide with almost that $200 spot. So keep an eye on this one. Any little pullback will give people the opportunity to load up in this a particular range, so keep an eye on that. Zoom. AA as well, right now volume came in really huge, and right now this is a very good, fantastic breakout. Reason why, because this breakout is coming in with huge amount of volume. Look at what happened here in the previous volume push. Okay, volume came in and we pushed all the way at least for 2 days and then sold off, right? So right now we're breaking this level for the second time. Okay, we're breaking it for the second time, so I'm expecting price action into the 60 in the coming days. These are my long-term price horizon, guys. Okay, Apple as well. Apple did a fantastic job this past week, in the sense that price really did try to retest the 183 182 area, which is our fundamental core area, which is this 180, right? So this 180 price tried to retest it, you know, the 4th time, but price couldn't push through, and we sold right off. Right now I'll be looking for price to bounce off the 170 area. If not, I will be looking for a shakeout into the 20 exponential moving average. So keep an eye on Apple as the market begin to see positivity. Facebook as well, Meta platform, this one right now, the 200 moving average, guys, is your core area of support. So look for price to hold this level as we continue to bounce. Options as well is also coming in on Facebook, so keep an eye on this level in the coming days. But then let's look at what the option is doing. Right now we have this beautiful platform called ShidaFlow, right? ShidaFlow.com has a fantastic view on you know, sweep, blocks and split, and pretty much what options are really doing in terms of high powered, you know, volume, people with strength, stocks with strength. That is where you're going to find these as well. You also have, you know, like Apple right now, they're buying pretty much the 2190 million of dollars in terms of the 172 area. So that's why I said, you know, there's a potential bounce around that 170 zone, right, on Apple. But we're talking about Facebook. Let's look at Facebook right now. Facebook, when you take a look at it, what happened on Friday, look at how they've been buying and buying Facebook, right? For now, we got about 69, 68, 30, you know, about $40 million, $62 million on that Facebook, right? So their spot is 333. So 333 is the area where they've been buying and buying and buying quantities of shares, right? Now look at the option side. Look at how, you know, price is coming in. Let's, you know, take a look at it in terms of how much the highest price in terms of premium. We got a block trade that really came in at 335. Okay, now take a look at where the stock really is at this point, 333. So now they're really hedging that portfolio, right? So they bought the strike put, 335 puts, right? But the stock is really at that fantastic level of 333, right? So now they bought in the money puts. All right, so these ones, I'm not really too concerned about these ones, right? I'm really concerned about what people are expecting come 23rd of, you know, December. So next week expiration, they're going for the 330 and 340, also the 340, 340, 335, and so pretty much we have an average of 340, right? So that is where they're looking forward to. But for me, I'll be looking for the 335. Okay, I don't want to go too far out of the money, right? But I want to go around that 330 or 335 call options. That is what I'll be looking for if I want to play this name. But overall, I think 300, the 200 moving average will act as a core support. Google as well, we're looking for price failing the 50 exponential moving average. So I'll be expecting price to really bounce off this area. If not, look for the $2,800 as a support. But for now, 2830 is going to act as our support. Tesla is another one to keep an eye on. Right now we are in that support zone, right? But look for $900. If it doesn't come, I'll be expecting price to bounce right off this area, which price really did, because this is now our support for now on Tesla, right? So I'll be looking for in the money call option on Tesla in anticipation of the bounce into the 50 exponential moving average, right? My target is going to be this trend right here, which is now 1100 bucks, right? Now let's go take a look at what is going on this name, Tesla here. Let's see what Tesla is doing at this point in time. Tesla right now, from my price chart action, I think Tesla will be looking for that $900. So that $900 is going to act as, you know, a support, guys. That area, this area is going to act as a support, because, you know, I'm looking for because this trend has actually been a resistance before. So our support is going to be $900. So we're looking for that bounce, which price really did bounce off that area. So no shaking. So keep an eye on Tesla for more to come, guys. Okay, now next is going to be NIO. All right, NIO right now, NIO has been selling off. You know, I wouldn't be, you know, putting too much money in the Chinese market right now because of all the, you know, deal going on with, you know, Chinese stock listing in the US and all that. And, you know, now it's all about the brokerage firm. They're trying to restrict, you know, their citizen from, you know, buying, you know, foreign stock using foreign platforms. So, you know, I wouldn't be messing with all this Chinese stuff, right? No offense, guys. RIVN as well. Riven actually did reject that 20 exponential moving average, right now, which also is our resistance area. Okay, Now I'll be looking for price to really, detect at this 100, try to reclaim that 100. If it doesn't, then I'll be looking for price lower into the 90 or even the $80 spot on Riven. So keep an eye on ROVN if we reclaim the $100 spot. Lucid as well is another one that has been really holding up. Okay, so right now 35 is our support, 35.36 is our support for now, guys. But right now price is trying to reclaim the 50 exponential moving average. If we do, I'll be expecting more to the upside on Lucid Motor. So keep an eye on Lucid Motor for momentum push. AMD as well. AMD is still holding what I call the trend. Reason is because right now this area acted as a support. This area acted as a support. Guess what? I'm expecting this area to act as a support into our January, February move on the market. So keep an eye on this AMD for a continuation higher. If previous price action can detect what the next move is going to be, then your next move is going to be right here at this 50 exponential moving average, with your stop loss right around the 130 125 for the long-term hold on this AMD. So keep an eye on AMD. Looking at NVDA, okay, NVIDIA right now, the same principle will be applied to NVIDIA. Why? Because right now NVIDIA failed the 20, now took a bounce off the 50 exponential moving average. That is what would happen in the previous push as well. Bounce right off the 50 exponential moving average, bounce off the 50 exponential moving average, bounce off the 50 exponential moving average. This area right here, let me really denote that. This area right here was a shakeout, okay? They shook a lot of people out of this trade only for price to reclaim the 20 and 50 area for this push higher. Therefore, because this area has actually held as a support in the previous days of price action, now I'm expecting this area to hold as a support. Trust me on this. Oh, it's not a recommendation, but guess what? I'm expecting this 270, 275 area to hold as a support on NVIDIA for more price action to come. Okay, so that is how in most cases I tend to chart my analysis on stocks, because I look at previous price action and then take my stock or take my entry there in anticipation of a bounce off that area, right, with my stop loss in mind. So keep an eye on that NVIDIA. FedEx as well is another one to keep an eye on. Why? Because the Christmas is coming up, and New Year and all that, people will be buying, and FedEx will be doing all them deliveries. So keep an eye on this. If we can push, we'll push into this 200 moving average. So keep an eye on that name. HROTX as well. This is that kind of stock that will bounce as the market begin to see green light. So keep an eye on that. Even RSI as well. This area is the 200 moving average. I can say the 200 freaking moving average, guys. Now, right now, 200 we bounce, right? 200 we bounce, right? 200. Guess what? We can bounce off this area, but set your stop loss right below the $14 zone in anticipation of the price action move next week or so. So keep an eye on that name. PCG as well. This one has been consolidating around that range, so keep an eye on that. UPS as well is another thing to keep an eye on in this coming December for some beautiful price push movement. Wish as well is another one as well. Right now I'm expecting a bounce off this level. CROM as well, 200 moving average is our support for now. The stock has sold off quite for, you know, for a decent amount of points. So I'll be looking for price action around this area. Matterport as well, MTTR as well, looking for 50 exponential moving average reclaim. So keep an eye on that. This CERN also did push. They're trying to buy this company, right? Cisco is trying to buy this company. So keep an eye on this if, you know, the news is a positive one, but this deal is already done, so I wouldn't be touching stocks that, you know, has this name. Cisco as well. You're looking at Cisco right now. Cisco is really pushing with volume, right? The last time we pushed with volume, the stock continued for a couple of days, and right now we're doing the same thing. So keep an eye on that one. With Omicron variant and all that, and, you know, increase in COVID cases, you know, look for ABT movement on this as well. We're looking at BB as well, looking for the bounce play on this one. You know, December, January will bring those meme stocks as well into the mix. AMC as well did a fantastic job last week, bouncing off levels into the 20 exponential moving average. So I'll be looking for price to really reject this $30 zone. So keep an eye on that name as well. But with that being said, we're looking at GME to really do the same thing, and, you know, price action into the 160 and then reject that zone. General Motors as well, I'm looking for price to bounce off and pull back into 56 area, you know, no, pull into 56 area. That is what I'm expecting on that name. Airbnb as well, I'm looking for a reclaim of this 200 moving average as the market begin to see positivity, right? Amazon as well, right now 200 has been acting as a support. Why did I say that? You know, 200 moving average, this area been acting as a good flush through support. So keep an eye on that as well. CLOV Health as well, looking for that bounce, guys. Workday as well, I'm looking for price to reclaim the 20 and 50 exponential moving average in the days to come. SAM as well, we've been calling into this 550 area. That's where you want to keep an eye on, so price can push into that area and we should be all right. FHI, look for continuation on this name as well. I'm expecting more to come on it as well. AFROMFM, 200 is going to act as a support, guys. The rest chart, I'm going to post them up on my Twitter and stock tweet. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I hope you all have taken one or two of these as well. Just, you know, just keep an eye on my Twitter and stock tweet account, and I will post the remaining chat, including Ford, F-Cell, Snow, Flakes, as well as AI as well. I'll be posting more to come, so keep an eye on this chat. Have a fantastic weekend, and happy holidays to you all out there. Be positive to everyone out there, and have a